Hello Power Rangers fans and welcome back to Toku Topics. Today I want to talk about some of the Dino Fury Season 2 toys that we've seen that have been leaking on the internet over the last couple of weeks or so. Nothing super crazy yet, but we have our name for what we're going to be calling the Max Russo Red power-up here in Dino Fury, which means we're probably going to finally get an action figure of that isn't just this Sentai vinyl, because the Yudo Candy Toy line of figures never got around to it during Resoldier. And then we're going to do something kind of fun Dino Fury related. Apparently there's an actual phone number out there for you to call the Sporix hotline, the Ranger hotline that you see in the actual Dino Fury series. So I figured it'd be kind of fun to give that a shot and see what it does. So let's go ahead and dive right on into it. I'm going to go and start off today with talking about probably the least exciting Dino Fury toys, but I know there's definitely a market for these type of figures, and I'm sure someone is going to enjoy them. And that is the typical Titan hero-sized 12-inch figures, you know, the kind of nutcracker-like figures that you kind of see. I have a Mighty Morphin Red one right here, which I'm not sure if it's even on camera, right there. But it's one of those big, tall figures that kind of have very limited articulation. So it looks like they're going to be doing the red, black, blue, and pink Rangers of the team. So no news if we're going to get gold or green, although I would imagine probably. It kind of seems like what they're doing, it might be kind of like what they did with the Mighty Morphin team, where we got the core members. In fact, I think those exact members for the most part. And then later on, we got yellow and white to kind of complete the core MMPR, although I don't think they ever did a Green Ranger for MMPR yet, so perhaps they will eventually. But I know some people are fans of those. I have a couple of them from like Ninja Steel and from Dino Charge as well, and I think they look nice on your shelf, but they're not going to really get that much out of them. We've also seen a couple of bike sets that they're going to be doing for the Dino Fury toy line. The first one is the Showdown Pack, which is going to be a 2-pack of figures with the Void Knight basic figure that we got in 2021 and the Red Ranger, but in the fire armor. So the first time we're going to be getting any of those armors. Now this was leaked nearly 2 months ago. It was way before even Hasbro PulseCon happened. I just never talked about it. I never was going to talk about it. But I will probably be picking this up for a couple of reasons. First of all, I do kind of want the bike. Second of all, I want that new figure. I collect all of the basic figures alongside Lightning Collection, so I'm going to need to get this Red Ranger with the Fire Mode armor. Now, it's going to give me an extra Void Knight figure, but hey, I think I might just turn that into a custom Russo Brown, because I'm not expecting that character to show up in Dino Fury in any capacity. Maybe we'll use that idea, maybe we'll do it, but if we don't, and I'm going to have an extra Void Knight figure to get this Red Ranger, I guess I might as well give that a shot. I do like the big lance-like weapon that you get with it and everything, and it looks decent enough, but it's not exactly show accurate to the Dino Fury cycle that we saw in that Hasbro PulseCon preview clip for Season 2. If you want to get a kind of more show accurate bike, that's where the Rip and Go bike is going to come into play. This Rip and Go bike is a little bit more accurate to the one that we saw in that preview clip. It's still not perfect, it's definitely a more basic thing, and definitely looks like it comes with a much more basic Red Ranger figure with lacking paint and probably articulation. I think it will still be in the same scale as the basic figures and such like that. It's like the 6-inch kind of figure scale. And I don't think it's too bad. I would probably maybe pick this one up. I'm definitely going to get the Showdown Pack with the Void Knight and that orange Fury Armor Red Battle Fire thing. I'm definitely going to pick that up, but this one we'll just have to wait and see. However, they are going to be doing a Green Ranger one, and we're going to be getting a Blue Ranger one. Now, all those toys have leaked over the last couple of weeks and months and such like that, so they were not super relevant anymore. I mean, they had been discussed before, not here on the channel. I had never given my thoughts on them before, so I wanted to at least do that. But the big toy that is leaked for Season 2 was found by @MartianRanger on Twitter, who is a big Power Rangers leaker like myself, but they're more commonly leaking like the more basic toy line stuff and Lightning Collection occasionally. But they found a picture, I don't know where these pictures came from, but it's pictures of our next deluxe roleplay morpher for Season 2, and this is the Dino Knight Morpher. So you probably recognize this as the changer from Resoldier. That is the Max Russo changer, I think is what that was called, that gave Russo Red the ability to become Max Russo Red. So first of all, this looks pretty good. I mean, I think this looks pretty good in comparison to its Japanese counterpart. I'll kind of put an image comparison up here and such like that. You still have the kind of Dino Fury key to go inside of the little slot and everything. We don't know if it can fit the regular keys, like how the original Russo or the Max Russo changer could fit other Russos. I don't know if it can do that or not. It's kind of hard to tell. It doesn't really advertise it, so I would imagine maybe not. But this looks a lot better than I was expecting it to look like. I mean, it even has the chrome on the front and everything. And if you looked at it from a distance, you would probably just think it's the Japanese Resoldier one from Bandai Japan. So yeah, I'll pick that up. I'm definitely going to pick up the basic figure for the Max Russo Red, or what I assume is now called the Dino Knight armor. because that's the morpher's called the Dino Knight Morpher, so I'd imagine it's probably the Dino Knight form or armor or power or whatever they're going to call it for Zato there. So not only do I really want a Lightning Collection figure of that suit, it's probably one of my favorite Sentai power-up suits we've ever had, but at least the basic figure is almost a guarantee to be a thing. We haven't seen pictures of that yet, but I imagine it'll be in the first wave of 2022 figures. If you remember from a long time ago, the list of listings 3.0 that had Lightning Collection waves 11 through 14 on it, it actually had our first wave of basic figures for 2022, but they are all just basic figure 1, 2, 3, and 4. But we do know that we're going to get individual figure releases of Izzy and Javi, so I'm assuming that those two be in the wave, Max Russo Red or Dino Knight, and then probably some fourth figure of some kind, whether that's like Mucus or it's Lord Zed. That's a very big possibility as well. We actually got to see some Lord Zed artwork for Dino Fury Season 2 that looks very similar to the style of artwork that they use on the basic figures. And since he's going to be a big presence in Season 2, it seems like, from how Season 1 is a thing, I would imagine we're probably going to get a basic figure of the Dino Fury Zed design, which that would be pretty cool. I think that would turn out pretty nice. But we also get that beautiful artwork here on the Dino Fury box for the Dino Knight mode. And yeah, cannot wait for this. Looks pretty good, and I'm going to pick it up. So now moving on to this, we have this tweet that came out last night from @AustinJones6 on Twitter, and it says, Power Rangers Dino Fury fans, call this number and thank me later, 1-833-366-3879. So to be honest, I assume that this is the Dino Fury, Ranger hotline for the Sporix. It might just be some random Dino Fury phone number of some kind, but since there actually is a phone number in universe, I would imagine it would be something like that. But people are saying that it works. I want to try it, so I'm going to move over to the other location across my room because I film these videos with my phone. So if I'm going to be able to call it, I'm going to have to film that part on the laptop camera and switch to be able to hold the phone. So let's go ahead and head over there and see what it's going to do. Alright, we're on the other side of the room here. This is where my bed is. You can just see the whole yellow wall. But there's still Power Rangers posters here, I still have Power Rangers something here on the wall. But yeah, so we got my phone here. We got the number pulled up here on the screen, and we're gonna just see what happens. Alright, so let's go ahead and dial this number here. I'm gonna put it on the screen while I dial, so we can, see what happens. And then we'll put it on speakerphone, of course, as well.
Hi there. You've reached the Ranger hotline. To continue, press 1 if you were born before December 2003. Or press 2 if you were born after January 2004.
Ooh. I was born before 2004.
We're not able to get to the phone right now. Whether you've stumbled upon a Sporix beast or you're looking for the latest BUZZBLAST story, the hotline is here. Listen to the following options to see how the Ranger hotline can help you. Press 1 to report a Sporix or a Sporix beast. Press 2 to get some tips on what makes a great Ranger. Press 3 to listen to our friend Javi's more phenomenal music.
Ooh.
Press 4 to hear the latest BUZZBLAST story. Press 5 to check out more from the Dino Fury Power Rangers.
Yo, there's so much stuff to do.
If you'd like to hear these options again, press 6.
Huh. Well, let's do all of them.
Thanks for reporting a Sporix or a Sporix beast. You know what that means. It's morphin' time! Want to know more about what a Sporix beast is? They're dangerous monsters who hatch from Sporix into human-sized monsters. As they collect energy through fighting, they grow, ultimately becoming giant monsters. They must be destroyed to revert back into a Sporix and be captured. We have a lot of experience defeating Sporix beasts. Press 1 to get sent a link to check out some of our ultimate Sporix battles. If you're calling from a device that can't receive text messages, head to youtube.com/Power Rangers Kids official channel to check out our action-packed Sporix battles. Remember, working together will keep us safe.
Well, I'm gonna have it text to me.
Thanks for calling the Ranger hotline. Call back anytime.
Oh, that was sweet. Alright, so it hanged up the call there, but that was the Ranger hotline. But I'm going to call it again so we can hear the other options and we play around with that because I want to, see what this can do.
Being a great Power Ranger isn't just about fighting Sporix beasts. It's about being a good friend and an amazing teammate. Press 1 to see some of the ways we've worked together to become an amazing team. live reviews, and today we're talking about cats. They offer many things like warmth, companionship, and unconditional love, but they're messy, so it's not worth it. That's why this product was invented, the Catnator 85, a behavior module that allows any android to become a feline friend. J-Board, would you?
Will this embarrass me?
Relax. You'll be a cool cat.
Thanks for calling the Ranger Hotline.
Oh boy, good.
Call back
And
anytime.
they're gonna hang up again. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I think it's been enough time playing around with that. There are options of 5 and 6. Of course, there's also the option of if you were born after 2004. So I don't know what's going to happen if you click that one. If what it's going to take you to. Because those are all the options that it's going to take you to if you were born before 2004. So in any other year. Hey, I was born in 2001. I'm 20 years old. I fall into that category, even though I am still relatively young. So that was really cool. I love that they set that up. I don't know where this information came about. I just saw it on Twitter from Austin Jones 6. So I don't know if Hasbro has tweeted this out somewhere, or this was like on a Nick commercial or something. I have no idea where people got this number from, but this was a lot of fun to play around with. So thank you all for watching this part of the video, and we'll head over to the outro now. So, but yeah, please check out the phone number. I'll leave the number up on here on the screen again, and also in the description below, so you can try out all the options that I did not explore, and also play around with it yourself and see what happens. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this little kind of video about what we know about Season 2 toys and that fun little Ranger phone call thing. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing that there. I think it's fun that they do that kind of thing for kids and everything like that. Obviously it's a lot more of a kid thing than it is for like the adult fans. But I think it's a cool thing for them to have set up and, made a thing. So yeah, that's all I got. Until next time, you can follow me on Twitter at LivingRangerKey or at LightningFigPR. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts down below on how you think Hasbro did with the Dino Night Morpher and how it translated from the Max Russell Changer. And also, are you going to be picking up any of those bike figures or those 12-inch figures? But yeah, I'd love to hear what you're going to pick up, what you're going to hopefully have them, what you want them to do, and try out that phone number. So, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all later.